Hello, this is Matthew Lim with Leadership Challenges in Supervision. This is the Lesson 9 discussion. For the two prompts that I chose, the first one, think of a person who you know is a skilled communicator. What exactly do verbally or non-verbally that makes them effective? So I have a friend who I used to work with. They were very outspoken from the get-go, and they had more experience than most of the workers there or employees, including myself. So he was very he knew what to do and what needed to be done at that time. So he was sort of like a not like a manager, but like sort of a leader for everyone when there wasn't a manager around. So what he did really was his tone of voice was very it wasn't like demanding. It was very like just like soft, not like soft, but like it was very like it was just a very good tone of voice. I don't know how to explain it, but he was able to just get everyone to do what they needed to do, and his instructions were very clear and concise. He was able to tell us what we needed to do, when it needed to be done, and how much time we had left to do it. So he was very clear on what we needed to do, and he was just very again, being outspoken probably helped a lot with that. But yeah. For my second prompt, I chose, in your opinion, what's the difference between influence and manipulation? How can leaders stay ethical while still being persuasive? So, I'd say influence is when a leader or just someone in power uses their position to get people to do things, but not in a fear-mongering way. They use their charisma, their intelligence of the job to basically just corral people to do what they need to do. So yeah, it's just someone who's very good with their words and very honest. I'd say someone who you can depend on, and that kind of equals more influence to them. Manipulation is more of like a fear tactic. Fear of getting fired or blackmail, stuff like that, can really get people to that's what manipulation is. It's kind of just making people bend the knee basically, and just, hey, you need to do this or you're gonna get fired. And they have the fear of that. People have jobs, they need to feed their families or themselves, so they don't want to lose their jobs or be in a position where they can't work. So that's kind of where manipulation is, you need to do this or I'm going to do this to you, kind of thing. So how can leaders stay ethical while still being persuasive? So I'd say leaders can stay persuasive by just giving out simple rewards or just kind gestures to employees who do their job well. Kind of like, hey, good job, here's a gift card for staying overtime this week, or good job for turning in that assignment pretty early and on time. Just stuff like that. But also being just completely honest with your employees. That's how you stay persuasive and keeping it ethical without fear mongering. Thank you.